We're eating the ibex.
Last meal. Finishing up our meal, listening to a little Kurdish music.
How they do it.
How we roll.
Playing a little soccer with the boy. He's going to show up in a vehicle up there that we'll spot by eye. Then we'll take horses up that road with traverses up the side of that cliff. This is Darren making a kid very happy.
Go.
This is the fruits of our labors. Ready for the transport home. We'll get it to Bishkek and they'll prepare it, do what they need to do, so we can take it with us, so we make sure we get this particular animal. We hope. No more curveballs. I've never had a guide work so hard at helping, at getting what we need ever in my life. Watching him going up and down stuff on horseback, and I think that we really made an impression because we're ready to go. And they're used to taking a hunter out and saying there's an ibex and the hunter shoots it. They say shoot, and I said no. We want what we want. So we hunted the hell out of them, and they hunted the hell out of us. But just this valley and how they live, and the simplicity and the happiness is awesome. We just had our last meal. Eat meat. We ate ibex again for lunch. We're really gonna miss this place, as I think about it. This is as broken as we are. Backside, we could keep doing it. Finally made it. All right, we're finally out of here. Waving at our friends that are out here. Don't really want us to leave. We're driving down the road and we come across this little market. Each one of these sections are different vendors that are chasing you down. So we got a whole bunch of fruit and vegetables, and it's very good. Here we go. It's always exciting being in a new country in a taxi cab, and we'll catch up. Okay, we're here in the mall. We got dropped off at the wrong mall. This is much more of a modern mall, and we're getting a milkshake at the Love Juice. Bananas and 2 different berries that we have no idea what they are. One's a red one, one's a purple one. Very refreshing. Okay, we've spent about an hour and a half trying to find the mall or the bazaar or the market that we went to the other day. Now we're tired and burned out. We've been to 2 malls. This is our 3rd taxi. And I think we finally narrowed it down to the right mall. Okay, finally we found this place. We were here last week, but this is what we're looking for. This is more up our alley. You've got this traditional Kyrgyzstani native type clothing with the shoes, knitted out of wool. Back here you've got, very cool hats and just all kinds of neat local souvenirs. So we finally made it. We're going to look around a little bit more. Okay, we're here in Bishkek. We've been to the market. I got a couple of things for my little granddaughter. Some little booties. That'll be fun for her to run around the house in, but we're in kind of like this little town square thing. There's some cool stuff. They've got this little flower garden thing behind us. You've got these different markets, ice cream, juice on every corner, some shawarma type, things that look just phenomenal as far as lunch goes, and we're really hungry. We're gonna go back to the hotel and kind of rest up for a second, get a hold of our friend, probably very quickly, and go get something to eat. We're walking towards the hotel, and we've seen this place a couple of times. I wish I knew what it was, so we could tell you what it is, but it's pretty cool. You've got these big statues here, kind of a historical thing. Definitely some big building back here, government, library, city center of some kind, but it's pretty neat. We ordered that one.
We'll see what shows up.
Well, we'll see what shows up. So we decide before we go in here to buy some stuff, we'll get something to eat. Well, we don't speak the language. Everything's in another language. There's some pictures, but we do find a guy that speaks some English. He orders for us, and we get 2 different things than we ordered, but we're eating them. We're grateful. And behind, right there, these are on every street corner, they serve this juice stuff. The guy was in front of me. I asked if he spoke English. He says a little bit. I asked him if this is good, what is it? He says, oh. And he buys Darren and myself one of these each. And I have to tell you, it is one of the nastiest tasting things I've ever tasted. It's carbonated like ground wheat in carbonation with a real sour taste.
Probably sour milk.
Yeah, sour milk and wheat carbonation. This is pretty darn good though. So with that, I take another bite.
I do.
Those are the white eyed peaches or apricots. Different. Different. Different ones. You get the big one. You take the big one. We just need the big one. So we thought we'd interrupt Darren's meal real quick and just show you what we have here. Another thing about this trip is all the food we've eaten has been very healthy and pretty light for the most part. Got some soup, salad, and this. I hope we didn't order 2 of these, but you've got this manta, which is this, this stuff with meat. Here's a fried version. Another fried version. Green tea, water. The food's been great. Eating outside, great view, killer weather. Thank you, cameraman.
So, we're just out. It's a little cooler this morning, and Tim's really cold because look what he's wearing. He's in his skivvies.
These are the clothes that I bought. Darren's been giving me a lot of shit. We went to several places and ended up at a modern mall to buy some friggin' clothes. Well, actually, I got this at some place. So these will probably be worn one time.
But in the meantime, he's cold but he looks good.
But in the meantime, I have some clothes that are a little out of the box for me. In the morning, the final day of our trip. Tomorrow's the 30th, August 30th. We need to be at the airport about 2:30 in the morning. There's a giant government-style looking building to our right, to my right, behind Darren. The big wall around it. We don't know what it is. We're just kind of moseying through the city a little bit this morning. Headed to the Oso Bazaar to see what we can see.
They're accurate.
We found this amusement park, just walking around. Very cool. A lot of trees. I mean, it's really pretty cool. It's like Strawberry Days or the moving carnivals that go throughout Utah in the summer, all in kind of a stationary location with places to eat, cool little things for the kids. You can tell if you pan over here to Felipe, just, the folks are happy and excited to be working. Apparently Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan in general, is a pretty depressed economy. For the last 50 years, things have been on a real decline. The people look happy for the most part. Smiling, I don't think, is part of the culture. But you can see with the rundown buildings, streets, sidewalks, there just must not be the funds allocated for upkeep. But this is a pretty neat little park. We're walking on our way to, we'll know when we get there. Kind of interesting, the facilities here. When you take a look at the difference from kind of Asia from American banyos. No door, no toilet paper, no bidet. That's what Darren calls the white drop. Okay, we have seen this little restaurant for the last few days as we kind of make our way through the city. It's called the Red Cow Steakhouse. So Darren and I are on the other side of the city, and we just, after walking around for the last several hours, kind of tired, burned out, we figure, hey, let's go try the Red Cow. So we hop in a taxi, and here we are. Looks like it might be kind of a, you know, nice, well-known little establishment, but the cuts of meat look good. We both ordered the prime ribeye. We'll see what it looks like, and just being able to sit down, have a cup of green tea, and rest our weary bodies is reward enough. But this steak looks very good. Okay, we've got our meal. What do we have here? It's a marble ribeye prime steak that was recommended to us by our server, and it looks wonderful with the vegetables and baked potatoes, Bishkek style. And we are digging in. Thank you very much. All right, we just finished having that steak at the Red Cow, which was pretty good. The potatoes, vegetables, pretty good. So we're walking through this park, which we've walked through several times on the way back to the hotel. And mothers with little kids in strollers, and young girls, and old people, folks, just kind of hanging out all over. We get the ice cream from a big Russian, burly Russian gal. Pistachio banana times 2.
Very good.
Very good ice cream.
So, being the cameraman is a pretty tough job. Always have to be in the right position, so it's really nice to sit on this side, just relax, maybe say a couple words, say hello to all my fans out there. Share a lot of love and light here in the city of Bishkek. Weird mix of some Ed Sheeran on the tunes here, but we're up on the roof overlooking the city. Got a beautiful woman over here that I'd be panning straight to if I were on the camera right now. But just had a great time. Love being here. We miss our little friends and stuff. So we're gonna sit here and have some tea.
A special ginger tea.
Special ginger tea. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
probably have to head to the airport about 2:30 this morning, so we get there in time to fly out. But we want to make sure that Sanzar gets the credit. We appreciate it, and we're off.
This is it. We're out of here.
We're out of here. We're out of here. Where you pay the VIP folks to facilitate the whole customs process and so forth, and it's been a pain. Partially traveling with firearm, with ammunition, even on the return, and customs with the paperwork you need for the cape and the horns and the skull and so forth. Sanjar just left. I've been going the rounds with with Turkish Air. They took me upstairs. They've gone through my rifle case twice. Upstairs in a little separate room, and it's just been kind of the runaround, but I think we've got things kind of dialed in. I'm waiting for a beverage from the little gal, and we'll see what happens. Looks like she's here with my Bev. Thank you very much. I'm parched, cottonmouth, tired. Okay, it is 5:56. Our flight leaves right around 6:30. Should be boarding at any time. We're still sitting here waiting for the guy with our passports and our tickets. We made it to Istanbul. We're in the airport. We do not know our gate yet because we've got, what do we have, 2 or 3 hours?
Yeah, at least
2 or 3 hour wait. So we stopped at this little place. We got the fish and chips because we could read it on the menu. Some Turkish black tea that was recommended we try. And of course, we are going to have a cup, a nice nutty thick cup of kava. So we're making our way.
headed home.
Heading home.
Just a little reminder, no road rage. No road rage in Bishkek. Crazy driving. No road rage.
Okay, we've been in the airport here in Istanbul about 4 hours and finally found out where our gate is. We've been sitting here for about 45 minutes to realize that our flight is an hour and a half delayed. So we've got another hour and a half to sit here. It's kind of the status of what's happening right now. Just waiting. The fun of international travel. Okay, we made it on the plane. Back of the plane, but probably a better seat. You know what happened on this flight? The line to get on the plane was as big as any line Darren and I have ever seen, and we travel frequently. Somehow, we made the sneak, and we got to the front of the line both times. There's 2 lines, so there's a big line to go through the security thing, then you go sit down, then you have to go through another line, same amount of people. That line, we just did a little hooky around right in front. And we were numero uno. So that was awesome.